we're going to talk about specific players, but let's talk about position need first.
Yep.
What are some of the positions that you have your eye on that they need to fill via the portal?
Need a big, no question about it, no questions asked, and preferably I want I think a lot of people want a big who can actually make some decent plays down the stretch of the season and just game to game. Malco had those moments, but he could only play in spurts. You want a guy who could play a little bit longer, who you can rely on as a 5.
Yeah.
So I'd say that's a big need. But I think when we talk about the way this roster was constructed this year and what made them successful, is they had a lot of different guards, a lot of different backcourt wing members that could make sense. Keontae Kennedy came along. Elijah McCadden came along. You had a lot of Demario Franklin for stretches of the season look good. You need to find a lot of guys like that who can give you some offensive boost. And Mikey Williams, he's going to inevitably, because of who he is, he's going to get his shots. He's going to get his opportunities. You don't know what it looks like, though, as a freshman. When he's young, when he's 19 years old, he's impressionable. He has to find his way along. And I think if you learn from last year with Kendrick Davis, you want a guy who can handle the ball, who is a guy who can sort of facilitate and maybe go score for himself. You want a guy that's maybe a little bit older. And I think there's some guys that can certainly fill that need. I mean, Khalif Battle, I think, is going to be off to UCF, but that's a guy who could help you there. Taron Armstrong's a guy who can be on ball, who has experience, who could help bring along Mikey Williams in that role as well. I think you need an older point guard, combo guard type to sort of take on that role for Penny Hardaway, coming off of a year with Kendrick Davis where you didn't have to worry about it at all.
Completely agree. I would say I know how important a big is, especially to the fan base after this season, just not having a true big for the majority of the year. That's where the majority of the clamoring is coming, or what the majority of the clamoring is coming for. Give us a big. I understand the importance, but I believe veteran point guard is the biggest need. I mean, it's the table setter. It's who runs the show. It's the most important position in Penny Hardaway's offense. So it's a necessity. It's an absolute must. And you have a lot of question marks back there. Like you mentioned, Mikey's going to get some run at point guard, but you want a veteran guy. You want a guy that if he does struggle, or when he does, I mean, he's going to be a freshman. When he struggles, you need someone that can not only help build him up, but also get you back right on the floor as a team. So veteran PG to me is number one. It has to be. You have to. Penny understands now how important that is with the relationship that he and Kendrick Davis had, with what Kendrick Davis was able to do. He knows how important a vet point guard who's going to come in and buy into the system is going to be moving forward throughout the rest of Penny's coaching career.
And also, like, I think once you get into a postseason situation in the NCAA tournament, guards win championships, man. I mean, seriously, look at FAU. They have 4 guards that are all under 6'4", but they can go score. They can go make things happen. They can get off the dribble.
Play defense.
Now they're in the Final Four. San Diego State has some good guys that can do that. They don't turn the ball over. They play defense. Miami is just guard you right now, right? They have everybody, and I mean, I think UConn as well has their ability there as well. Obviously, Adama Sanogo sort of leads the way, but Jordan Hawkins, who's Andre Jackson, like those guys are Tristan Newton and he transferred from ECU. Like, you need to have a good backcourt to really succeed, and I think even more so than anybody in the front court. And yes, you want to have some talent there. You want to have good bigs, but at the same time, look at the team this year. It was very backcourt driven, and they were better because of it.